Hey everybody, Zach Friends 92 here, back with another Movie Memories Monday. This feels odd doing this week on a weekly basis again, for the sake I've kind of took a break from YouTube for the most part. There's been just some personal stuff going on, plus haven't been really able to get much for the past few months, in terms of like able to afford things like that, anything. Anyway, going back to what I was going to talk about originally, Movie Memories Monday, episode 79 is going to be about the classic Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. This movie was a classic I grew up with watching. I remember watching. I don't think I've seen this movie in theaters, but I did own it as a kid on VHS, I believe. This is not my original copy. Found this at my local Goodwill for 50 cents sometime this year, I believe it was, and definitely enjoyed this film. Definitely grew up with it. Both this, the TV show, and I remember the pilots that they also have on the DVD version of this movie. The DVD version, I think I might have unboxed on my channel, but it actually comes with bonus features, including the pilots that were aired on TV before the show even released. For the most part, this movie was amazing, and the CGI holds up fairly well. Obviously, the humans look pretty bad, even at its time, my personal opinion. But everything else looks amazing, and it still looks really well today. Pretty much just about this really smart kid named Jimmy Neutron, whose mother's actually, on her side, is actually very smart, and Hugh, not the brightest guy, but a good father to Jimmy. And this movie was pretty much just about him really not wanting his parents. Well, he just kind of wants to be free from his parents for a while, for the sake that he was thinking that he was getting treated like a kid too much and getting grounded because he kind of snuck out to go to this theme park. And I can't remember what it was called offhand. It's been a little while since I've seen this movie. I think it was called, what was it? Retroville? No, don't think that's what the theme park was called. Let's see. So, well, he also got grounded for, no, he didn't get grounded from sneaking out. That was when his parents got kidnapped. He got grounded for the sake of him accidentally, in the beginning of the movie, messing up with his jetpack. And then, what was the other reason? It's been so long since I've seen this. Probably a good, like, year since I watched this. But I gotta rewatch it again. But let me just tell you what the back says. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, is trying to make contact with an alien civilization. Unbeknownst to him, a satellite he launches, okay, it's the kitchen toaster, but it works, is picked up by an alien species in the dark of night. The aliens fly their warships, looking like a fleet of rubber chickens, to Earth and abducts all the parents in Jimmy's hometown in Retroville. So I got the name of the area right. So it's up to Jimmy to create a fleet of spaceships from the rides at the town's new amusement park. He's also a genius, remember, and launch them into orbit in a bid to rescue the abducted parents of Retroville. But Jimmy better hurry, because the aliens are preparing to use the parents as human sacrifices. With his robotic dog Goddard and his best friend Carl by his side, Jimmy and the rest of the kids in Retroville take to the skies on a trip that's sure to be a blast, featuring the voice talents of Patrick Stewart, Martin Short. Didn't know he was in there. Let's see, as the evil King Goobot and his sidekick Oblar, whatever you call his name. Anyway, that's what it reads on the back, the entire thing, and somehow there's something stuck inside the package of this. But yeah, this movie is a classic. If you have not seen it, you can find it very easily. The DVD version I got for like $3.74 at my local Walmart, and you can get it for pretty much that price anywhere now online. I'm hoping they'll eventually release this on Blu-ray if they haven't already. I don't know. If there's a Blu-ray version, I'll eventually get it. I have the VHS copy, DVD copy. Eventually I'm going to get the Blu-ray if they do. But yes, this movie is amazing. Really good story, good characters. Honestly, the show, I wouldn't say is quite as good as the movie, but I still really enjoyed the show. There's some nitpicks I have with it. I watched it when it was new. It was sad to see that they canceled it for like no reason to. It was still a popular show, so I don't understand why they canceled it, especially when the creators had one other season they wanted to make and focused on other side characters. But it was still a good show, and the movie is, to me, the better of the two. I really like this movie, and it still holds up to this day, and I can't remember when this came out. Was it 2001? Well, the back of the tape, it says 2002. Oh, 2001. So it came out in theaters in 2001. Must have came out on home video and DVD back in 2002. So this movie is roughly 18 years old. And man, do I feel old already. I was only about like 9 or 10 when this movie came out. And it's really strange to think that I'm now an adult and still watch this movie to this day. But tell me in the comments below what you guys and girls think about this video. I really think this movie is amazing, and I still think it holds up to this day, 18 years later. And the CGI, though, has most part aged in terms of the people. I think the environment, the mechanics in this, just overall the feel of this movie just feels like it's aged pretty well. Gotta get whatever this is stuck out of here. I mean, if you want to see what the tape looks like if you don't have the tape version. Oh, like how does one open? There we go. Okay, let's make sure it's the right tape. I have bought tapes at Goodwill where I didn't look at them before I bought them, and they actually came with the wrong tape inside. Yeah. Amazing movie. Definitely worth your time seeing. VHS, DVD, Blu-ray. But legally, digitally, people. But I think it's worth watching after all these years later, and I still think it aged perfectly fine. Definitely hope you guys see it, and tell me which version you own, VHS, DVD, or Blu-ray, if they actually have released it on Blu-ray. I do not know if they have or not, but amazing movie, definitely worth watching. See you guys next time, and God bless to all.